Hey guys, welcome back to Moworks. We got a little project video today. This is just more of a small scale of a project I want to elaborate on and do more of in the future. That project is, can you make body armor from materials sourced from a dollar store? I just want to see if today we can put some things together on a $10 budget. I want the full video to more have like a $50 budget. Just a $10 budget today. You know, dollar stores aren't really a dollar anymore. It's more like $1.25 or $1.50. So we only got 7 items today, but I think we can make those work. Alright, so for the items I chose, the 7 items on our $10 budget. First off, I was just looking through the aisles. I was seeing what they had, and one of the things I came across was this, it's labeled a chalkboard. This is basically whatever compressed fiber, wood, paper, board that they use for any standard clipboard. I don't think this would stop a bullet on its own at all, considering that, even a 22 will shoot through, half an inch of this stuff, most likely. But I do think it'll help with spalling, any lead kickback from some more of our harder materials in there. It would help anything coming back through the plate once it goes in. So that was my idea with that. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, I could try it. Kind of the meat and potatoes of this armor is going to be paper. We're not just going to use this whole big chunk, because that wouldn't be exciting and that wouldn't work for a vest very well anyway, unless you're trying to protect like individual organs. What we're going to do is going to take a lot of this paper, we're going to fold it up nice and neat, kind of like that old, I want to say it was Chinese paper armor. I've heard of that before. So we're going to fold this up really tight, and we're going to attach it to our vest using this little roll of sticky foam pads. It was either this or a roll of duct tape. So, quality of life, just buy a pack of these. I think this has probably somewhere around 125 in there, which should hold, at least half of this paper, so that'll work out. And then, just out of nowhere, I spotted these little beauties. This is fairly thin, but really not too bad sheet metal. It's clearly galvanized, reflective. It's a galvanized sign. You could probably draw on this with like a Sharpie, and maybe that's what they were going for. But I mean, as far as stopping maybe some small calibers, might not be too bad. So I ended up picking up 3 of those. This is definitely way better than anything I expected to find. I was looking at the plates, I was looking at some like bottles of soap, like will that stop a bullet? But I think out of everything, this is probably our go-to. And last but not least is this little guy. What do they call it? Collapsible storage container. But what I noticed is that after picking up these and the chalkboard, the dimensions are very, very similar. So you can almost just slide that chalkboard right in there, like if you're going to slide a plate into a vest. And these guys fit on the other side. This isn't said and done, but the fact that these slide in so easily, that's almost like a real self-contained vest with multiple layers of armor in it. So that was kind of my theory. I'm going to put this on a time lapse while we fold up all the paper and stick everything together, find out how we all want it to go. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys at the end of it. Enjoy. Alright guys, so we just about got everything done that needs to get done as far as this goes. We have all the paper just tiled up here. I was thinking it might have been better to stagger them, but that didn't happen. I just kind of got on a roll, as you saw. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to flip this over, our planning board. And, I only tiled up to what the box would cover. And we've got some stickies here. We're going to stick it right there at the very bottom. It's going to be the back of our plate. Alright, that's holding together. Then we're going to slip this whole thing into the back half of this container, this little foldable containing box, if we can. Might just expand it all the way. Slide that down to the bottom and then help it collapse again. There we go. Alright. We're going to put some more stickies on the edges here. And then we're going to go shoot it with a couple different rounds. So, stay tuned. Alright, now that we have our vest completed, we're going to go shoot it. We're going to start first with a 1/15 ounce shot shell for the 22 long rifle. And then the 20 grain subsonic Aguila Colibri, which is just this little tiny round. Then a actual 22 short, 29 grain subsonic. And then your standard Federal Auto Match 40 grain lead round nose, followed by the 32 grain high velocity copper plated hollow point, the Stinger from CCI. And if that doesn't manage to make it through, then we'll shoot the same bullet, the 32 grain high velocity copper plated hollow point from CCI, but we'll shoot it from an 18-inch barreled rifle. And if somehow it stops all, 6 of those rounds, we will then blast it with a 100 grain copper composite fragmenting hollow point from Cinster Fire in 9mm. And I really doubt that it can stop that. Alright guys, we're out at our shooting spot, and we're going to light up this vest with those 6 rounds I just showed you. Possibly 7. So what we got here is just a bottle filled with red liquid to see if anything passes through. Add a little flare to it. Stick that there. And then we have our trusty dusty dollar store, hopefully bullet resistant vest. So we'll stick that right in front. Try to line it up so all the plates align. Alright, first up we're going to be shooting our 1/15 ounce number 12 shot. This is again 22 long rifle. We're going to be shooting from a distance of about 5 feet. Ooh. We dusted most of our little drawing off. See a whole lot of checkering. See the chalk blowing all over this, but our bottle is unscathed. Nothing came out the back. Can't see a whole lot what's going on in there. Let's try the next one. Next up is the Aguila Colibri. Again, from about 5 feet. We're going to aim for the right side. Alright. So as you can see, a little hole right there. Blew right through this front stuff. Not seeing much damage in there. And no exit. Alright, now our third projectile, the CCI CB short. I believe this one was 29 grains. We'll go a little bit to the left of our last shot. Alright, good hit. Right near the center where everything should be protected. Again, you can't see much, but there is no exit out the back side. Our bottle is still good. Here comes our first full power 22 long rifle, just a standard 40 grain lead round nose. We're going to aim bottom middle. Let's check it out. Alright, our shot was right there. It's still warm. And it did not pass through. There is no exit on the back side. Ooh, I think I see something. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it is definitely more than a little torn up down there. Alright, let's put this back. Okay, now for a true challenge, a CCI Stinger. I believe this one is 32 grains, traveling, I'm not sure how fast out of this pistol, but I want to say over 1,000 feet per second. I'm going to put it right in his right eye. Ooh, I felt the kick on that one. You can see our shot right there. Moment of truth. No penetration. It did not go through. Oh, I feel it right there though. It's like just on the other side of that. Let me see if I can give you some perspective. It's a big bulge. You can almost feel it breaching through. Don't feel that with any of the others. Oh yeah, you can totally see it. It looked like it maybe brought some paper along with it. Alright, our body armor has held up fantastically so far, but now it's time for the real test. That last CCI Stinger was coming out of a 3 to 4 inch barrel, probably around 3.5. Now I will be sending a CCI Stinger out of an 18-inch barrel rifle. We're going to aim just for the left eye this time, and we'll see if it holds up. I'm a little scared considering how last test went, but we will see. Oh, I can already see the blood, or the red water. Yeah, check that out. Smoked right into it. Right in, and oh, it didn't exit. Didn't exit. Why, we can actually see the bullet. Okay, we'll let that drain for a second. Let's see the damage. Ooh, this is gnarly. Okay. Oh, wait. It looks like we hit almost in the same place as one of the other shots did. But I don't know, with a hole like that, I don't know if there's a whole lot of redemption. Let's take another shot real quick before we run out of fluid. Taking another shot with the CCI Stinger out of an 18-inch barrel rifle. Alright, as the title card said, my GoPro footage was corrupted. I don't have access to it anymore, but I'll explain the best I can what happened out in the field after that second shot. So, as you can see from the footage, blazed straight through, no issue at all. Put another hole in our water bottle here. If you look closely, you can see the water just spraying out from the sides. It was a good impact. It actually knocked out these little plugs from the sheet metal we used. And those also got caught in the water bottle. These are some of the ones I dumped out in my hand. That's part of the lost footage. So I dumped those guys out. And it's funny because it's just about the same size that these 22 caliber bullets would have been. But they expanded. Make sure that gets into focus. They expanded when they hit the water. So they actually penetrated all the layers of our ballistic vest and went into the water and still expanded. I think that's a good analogy for if it can go through all that and still expand in water, it can go through, you know, any rodent or small animal, small game, and still have good expansion at least. I don't know how much energy is left in it, but obviously enough to make it expand out of an 18-inch barrel rifle. But yeah, now for the exciting part. We're going to take this apart. We're going to see how the bullet and the ballistic vest reacted to each other, and hopefully see ultimately where it failed. So first things first, can't see much in there. Oh, yeah, I guess we can pop these two out. We just glued those together. Get an insider look. Oh yeah, it's torn up in there. We'll take out our paper first. It's pretty dirty. Hopefully that's not too bright. Hopefully that can come into focus. If not, we'll get a different angle here. We can see where a lot of those initial bird shot stopped, the number 12 shot, and kind of the marks where the bullets went through. Alright, you may be able to see it better from this angle. We obviously have just little chunks of cardboard and paper and cloth, but that's where it went through the paper. Paper didn't seem to offer too much resistance, especially right there. You can see clear through it. But it did seem, I would imagine that this slowed it down significantly. That's probably about 8 to 12 layers of paper, of thicker card paper. Yeah, see, there we go. Some gnarly bullet holes there. Alright, well, we saw how the bullets affected this part of the vest. Now for the real meat and potatoes, how did the sheet metal hold up? So we'll open this up again. Remember, this is just a little box. Ooh, check that out. Now isn't that one of the weirdest things you've ever seen? The bullet went in. I'm sure this is the CCI Stinger we shot out of the pistol. You see that jacket still on there. Get that into the light. And sorry again if this is overexposed. I'll give you a better shot here in a minute. Alright, you can see here, looks like the bullet expanded heavily when it hit that metal, but the main weight carried through. He gave us this weird, almost like pooling effect, with still a majority of the lead slug trying to push through that sheet metal. Alright, now for the big moment, let's pull the metal out. Oh yeah, that took some hits. Peel this little piece away if I can. I can't. Look at that. Ooh, so shiny. You can see here how this might have been our lead round nose. Put a pretty good swell into it. Right there we can see that bulge. Then here is our CCI Stinger from the pistol. It actually almost went all the way through, but must have been caught by the back of our vest. I'm willing to bet you anything that's how that happened. And then obviously the two holes where the CCI Stinger from the rifle just absolutely blasted through. Little to no resistance, and went on to expand in the water jug just a few moments later. Thank you guys for tuning in to Moworks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I had a lot of fun building it. I hope to upload more videos soon, hopefully within the next week or two. My uploads may be fairly inconsistent for the next period of time, but hopefully they become more consistent as I figure out a rhythm and a pattern of just being a presence on YouTube, someone who makes videos. This is basically my first real video I'm putting out there. I just wanted to put something out there just to get started in this, not be afraid of it anymore, and just jump right in. So again, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please comment. If you have any suggestions of what you would like to see next in the channel, channel rules are pretty loose right now. We're still growing and deciding what we want to be. So until next time, y'all stay frosty, and I'll see you soon.